What is a creditor claim in an estate? Imagine you've just lost a loved one and are starting the process of settling their estate. One important step is figuring out if anyone is owed money from the deceased. That's where a creditor claim comes into play. A creditor claim is a formal request made by someone or a company to get paid for money they believe the deceased owed them. This claim must be filed with the probate court, which oversees the estate's handling, and it needs to be served on the person managing the estate, often called the personal representative or executor. The claim is basically a legal statement that says, "Hey, I am owed this amount of money because of a debt or obligation the deceased had before passing away." These debts can come from many sources, like unpaid loans, credit card bills, taxes, funeral expenses, or even damages from an accident caused by the deceased. When someone files a creditor claim, they need to include details like how much money they are owed, what the debt is for, and supporting documents such as invoices or contracts. There are strict time limits for filing these claims. Usually, creditors have a set period after the estate begins probate to submit their claims. For example, in some states like California, creditors have for months after the estate's letters of administration are issued or 60 days after they receive notice of the estate, whichever is later. If they miss this deadline, they generally lose the right to make a claim. Once a claim is filed, the personal representative reviews it. They can accept the claim fully, accept part of it, or reject it altogether. If rejected, the creditor has a limited time, often around 90 days, to take legal action and try to collect the debt through a lawsuit. This process helps ensure that all debts are handled properly before the estate's assets are distributed to heirs or beneficiaries. Creditors can be secured, meaning they have collateral backing their debt, like a mortgage on a house. Or they can be unsecured, like credit card debts, which aren't backed by specific property. Sometimes claims are contingent, meaning they depend on certain conditions being met. The type of claim can influence how quickly and easily it gets paid. For those managing an estate, understanding creditor claims is key. They must notify potential creditors of the probate proceedings and handle claims carefully to avoid personal liability. Beneficiaries might have to wait until all claims are settled before they receive their inheritance. In the world of elder law, estate law, wills, and trusts, knowing how creditor claims work helps keep the estate process smooth and fair. Executors and trustees need to follow legal steps precisely to settle debts on time and protect everyone involved. This process makes sure that the deceased financial obligations are paid and that the estate is distributed correctly.